Summer carry is the hardest carry. In winter, you can hide almost anything. A jacket, a flannel, a hoodie, and suddenly that full-size duty pistol disappears like it was never there. Summer strips all of that away. You are down to a t-shirt, maybe shorts, and every gun that worked perfectly in October is now printing through your shirt or digging into your ribs. Here's what nobody on YouTube wants to say out loud. Most carry guns are not summer carry guns. They are marketed that way, sold that way, and reviewed that way, but the moment the temperature hits 90 degrees and the layers come off, half the pistols in your safe become useless. Today, we are ranking the 15 best summer concealed carry guns you can actually carry in 2026 from worst to best. Real picks, real reasoning. Guns that disappear under a t-shirt, ride comfortably for 12 hours, and still shoot well enough to save your life. Let's get into it. How we are ranking these? Every gun gets judged on 5 things. Concealability under a single layer of light clothing, comfort during 12-hour summer carry, reliability with defensive ammo, shootability under stress, value for what you spend, same standards, no exceptions. Let's rank. Number 15. Taurus GX4 Carry. Taurus stretched the GX4 grip to add capacity without growing the slide. 15 plus 1 in a package under 1 inch wide, 3 inch barrel. Trigger brakes around 5.5 pounds with a tactile reset that is better than it should be at this price. Optics ready, steel sights front and rear, and aggressive grip texture. Why number 15? Taurus still carries the warranty hesitation older shooters remember. The current generation is dramatically better than that reputation, but the stigma is real. For under $350, the GX4 Carry is the cheapest legitimate summer carry gun on this list. Price approximately $330. Capacity 15 plus 1. Best for budget buyers who want 15 rounds and modern features. Number 14. Ruger Max 9. A 0.95-inch wide slide, 3.2-inch barrel, and 10 plus 1 flush capacity that extends to 12. The trigger is the surprise here. It breaks at around 5 pounds with a short, positive reset. The slide is pre-cut for the J-point and shield footprint without an adapter plate. Factory tritium night sights front and rear on most variants, which is genuinely rare at this price. Why not higher? The grip is a little blocky compared to the more refined micro compacts above it. Some shooters find the takedown lever sits where their grip wants to be. Price approximately $479. Capacity 10 plus 1 flush, 12 plus 1 extended. Best for shooters who want factory night sights without premium pricing. Number 13. Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Smith finally killed the original Bodyguard and replaced it with something worth carrying. A 380 ACP micro pistol with 10 plus 1 flush, 12 plus 1 extended, and a weight of just 9.8 ounces unloaded. Less than 10 ounces with 12 rounds on tap. The flat-face trigger breaks at around 5 pounds with surprisingly little stack. Tall, clearly visible factory sights. Yes, it is 380, not 9mm. Hear us out. There's a real use case for ultra-deep concealment in summer when even a Glock 43 is too much gun. Tucked dress shirts, office environments, beach days. For those scenarios, the Bodyguard disappears in ways no 9mm can match. Why number 13? The 380 terminal performance debate is real, and modern 9mm micros have closed the size gap significantly. Price approximately $449. Capacity 10 plus 1 flush, 12 plus 1 extended. Best for shooters who need the deepest possible concealment. Number 12. KIMBER R7 MAKO. KIMBER stepped into the modern striker-fired carry market and built a serious gun. 11 plus 1 flush, 13 plus 1 extended. Slide width just under 1 inch. The factory trigger breaks at around 5 pounds with a clean wall and fast tactile reset. The grip frame is contoured aggressively to lock into the support hand during the draw. Optics ready with the RMSC footprint. True Glow Pro Tritium night sight standard. Why not higher? KIMBER pricing puts it in competition with established names that have larger aftermarkets. The platform is also relatively young, which means long-term reliability data is still being built. Price approximately $599. Capacity 11 plus 1 flush, 13 plus 1 extended. Best for shooters who want Kimber build quality in a modern striker-fired carry pistol. Number 11. Canik METE MC9. Canik has quietly turned into one of the most aggressive value brands in the firearms industry. 12+1 flush, 15+1 extended. Optics ready with a direct mount footprint. The trigger is the standout. Canik tuned it to break at around 4 pounds with a wall and reset that competed with pistols costing twice the price. Factory sights are blacked out rear with a fiber optic front. Holster and accessory kit included in the box. Why number 11? Canik. Long-term durability is still being proven. The aftermarket is thinner than GLOCK or SIG. For under $450 with a holster and accessory kit included, the MC9 is one of the best value picks in the summer carry market. Price approximately $440. Capacity 12+1 flush, 15+1 extended. Best for shooters who want premium features at a value price. Number 10. Mossberg MC2C. Mossberg makes handguns, and most people forget. The MC2SC is built on a 7075 aluminum chassis with a DLC-coated stainless steel slide. 11+1 flush, 14+1 extended. Trigger breaks consistently at around 5.5 pounds with a flat face. The safe takedown system, which lets you disassemble the pistol without pulling the trigger, is one of the smartest design features in the entire category. Why number 10? Holster support is still thin, and the aftermarket is small compared to the mainstream brands. But for shooters who want something underrated with genuinely smart engineering, the MC2SC earns its spot. Price approximately $399. Capacity 11+1 flush, 14+1 extended. Best for shooters who appreciate engineering details and want something off the beaten path. Number 9. Shadow Systems CR920P. Shadow Systems built their reputation on doing what GLOCK should have done years ago. The CR920P is the compensated version of their micro compact. The integrated compensator is machined into the slide itself, not bolted on. It cuts muzzle flip significantly without adding meaningful length. 10+1 flush, 13+1 extended. The trigger is excellent at around 4.5 pounds with a flat face and short reset. Also accepts P365 magazines. Why not higher? Pricing is firmly premium. The integrated comp adds a small amount of overall length compared to non-compensated micros. Price approximately $1,049. Capacity 10+1 flush, 13+1 extended. Best for shooters who want compensated performance in a micro-compact platform. Number 8. Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp OSP. Springfield added an integrated compensator to the Hellcat Pro while keeping carry-friendly dimensions. 15+1 flush, 17+1 extended. Slide width exactly 1 inch. The 3.7-inch hammer forged barrel and integrated compensator keep the muzzle flat during rapid fire. Optics ready. Factory tritium front sight with a tactical rack rear. Trigger breaks at around 5 pounds with a clean wall. Why number 8? The integrated comp adds carry length compared to the standard Hellcat Pro. Early platform reliability questions still color the reputation for some buyers. Price approximately $649. Capacity 15+1 flush, 17+1 extended. Best for shooters who want 15 rounds and compensated performance in a single-inch wide package. Number 7. SIG SAUER P365X Macro Comp. The X Macro Comp stretches the P365 chassis to full-size capacity while keeping the signature thin profile. 17+1 flush, 1-inch slide width, integrated compensator that genuinely flattens recoil. Optics ready with the Romeo 0 and X footprint. X-ray 3-day night sights from the factory. This is the gun that proved you do not have to choose between high capacity and concealability. Why not higher? The P365 platform has had a complicated reliability history, particularly with early models. Current production is dramatically improved, but the reputation lingers. Pricing has crept up significantly. Price approximately $899. Capacity 17+1. Best for shooters who want full-size capacity in a single-inch wide summer carry package. Number 6. Smith & Wesson Shield Plus Comp. Smith took the Shield Plus and added a factory integrated compensator. 13+1 flush, 15+1 extended. Slide width just 1.1 inches. Flat-faced trigger brakes at around 5 pounds with the best reset Smith has ever put on a striker-fired pistol. RMSC optics cut. Steel sights front and rear from the factory. The integrated comp combined with the thin profile means it draws cleanly, conceals well, and tracks flat during follow-up shots. Why number 6? Pricing is premium for what is fundamentally a Shield Plus with a compensator. The aftermarket is good, but not at the level of the Glock 43X or 48. Price approximately $599. Capacity 13+1 flush, 15+1 extended. Best for shooters who want compensated performance in a proven Smith carry platform. Number 5. FN Reflex XL-MRD. FN builds military-grade firearms, and the Reflex XL is what happens when that company targets the micro-compact carry market. It is hammer-fired instead of striker-fired. That single decision gives it a better trigger and a noticeably easier to rack slide. The 3.8-inch cold hammer forged barrel delivers real accuracy. At 20 ounces and 1.08 inches wide, it disappears under a summer t-shirt. Ships with a 15-round flush magazine and an 18-round extended. Why number 5? Holster selection is still catching up. The hammer-fired action requires adjustment time for shooters coming from striker-fired platforms. Price approximately $719. Capacity 15+1 flush, 18+1 extended. Best for shooters who want a premium micro-compact with a hammer-fired trigger advantage. Number 4. Springfield Hellcat Pro. The standard Hellcat Pro earns this spot because it is one of the most carry-friendly high-capacity micro-compacts on the market. 15+1 flush, 17+1 extended. 1-inch slide width. Weight unloaded is 21 ounces. Hammer forged barrel. Trigger brakes at around 5 pounds with a clean wall. Optics ready with the Hellcat footprint. Factory tritium front sight with a tactical rack rear. The Hellcat Pro wins for summer because the geometry is right. Grip just long enough for a full firing grip without printing. Slide just short enough to conceal well. Capacity genuinely impressive for the size. Why not higher? Early reliability questions Springfield has largely addressed, but that still affect the reputation. Pricing has crept up over the years. Price approximately $599. Capacity 15+1 flush, 17+1 extended. Best for shooters who want 15 rounds in a true micro-compact profile. Number 3. SIG SAUER P365XL. The XL refined the original P365 platform into something genuinely excellent for summer carry. 12+1 flush, 15+1 extended. 1-inch slide width. 3.7-inch barrel. The trigger is one of the best factory triggers in the micro-compact category, breaking at around 5 pounds with a flat face and short tactile reset. Optics ready. X-ray 3-day night sights from the factory. Aggressive grip texture with a slightly extended frame that gives most shooters a full firing grip. The P365XL is the summer carry gun that defined what summer carry could be. Why number 3? The reliability history of the early P365 platform still affects buyer confidence. Pricing has crept up significantly. Price approximately $799. Capacity 12+1 flush, 15+1 extended. Best for shooters who want the gun that defined the modern micro-compact market. Number 2. Glock 43 XMOS. The smaller sibling of the Glock 48. The MOS variant adds optics-ready capability while keeping the original 43X dimensions. Slide width 1.1 inches. Barrel 3.41 inches. Weight unloaded 16.4 ounces. 10+1 standard, which extends to 15+1 with Shield Arms S15 magazines. That capacity extension is the secret weapon. 15 rounds in a single-inch wide package that weighs less than 17 ounces. The Marksman barrel delivers genuine accuracy improvements. MOS cut accepts a red dot directly. Every holster company makes one. Every trainer has shot one. Every armorer can fix it. Why not number 1? Factory triggers are acceptable but not exceptional. Factory sights are basic plastic. Capacity stops at 10+1 without aftermarket magazines. Price approximately $560. Capacity 10+1 standard, 15+1 with Shield Arms. Best for shooters who want the lightest possible single-inch wide carry gun. Number 1. Glock 48 MOS. You want to argue about this? That is fine. Let's talk about it. The Glock 48 MOS is not the most exciting gun on this list, not the highest capacity, not the best factory trigger, not the most interesting engineering. What it is the best summer concealed carry gun you can buy in 2026. The 48 runs the 43X frame with a longer 4.17-inch slide that gives you 1.1 inches of width, with 10+1 standard capacity, extending to 15+1 with shield arms, S15 magazines. The Marksman barrel delivers genuine accuracy improvements. The MOS cut accepts a red dot directly without plates. Weight unloaded is 18.7 ounces. Here's why it wins for summer. The longer slide gives you a longer sight radius and better accuracy than the 43X, but the slimline frame keeps the same width. It conceals just as well under a t-shirt, but shoots noticeably better at 15 and 20 yards. The slightly heavier slide also tracks flatter during rapid fire. At under 19 ounces with a single-inch wide profile, the 48 disappears in an appendix rig, disappears at 3 o'clock, and disappears in a pocket holster for some smaller frame shooters. And it does all of that with 15 rounds on tap. Every holster company makes one. Every trainer has put thousands of rounds through one. Every gunsmith can work on it. The aftermarket is essentially infinite. That combination of concealability, shootability, proven reliability, aftermarket depth, and fair price is what #1 looks like for summer carry in 2026. Price approximately $580. Capacity 10+1 standard, 15+1 with shield arms. Best for anyone who wants to carry a gun every single day in summer heat without thinking about it. Which gun is right for you? Quick breakdown. If you want the best all-around summer carry with the deepest aftermarket, Glock 48 MOS. If you want the lightest single-inch wide platform, Glock 43 XMOS. If you want the gun that defined the modern micro-compact, SIG P365 XL. If you want 15 rounds in a true micro-compact profile, Springfield Hellcat Pro. If you want premium hammer-fired build quality, FN Reflex XLMRD. If you want compensated performance in a proven Smith platform, Shield Plus Comp. If you want full-size capacity in a single-inch wide package, SIG P365X Macro Comp. If you want compensated micro-compact performance, Shadow Systems the CR92OP or Hellcat Pro Comp OSP. If you want underrated engineering, Mossberg MC2SC. If you want premium features at a value price, Canik METE MC9. If you want KIMBER build quality in a striker-fired platform R7 MAKO. If you need the deepest possible concealment, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. If you want factory night sights at a budget price, Ruger Max 9. If you want 15 rounds for under $350, Taurus GX4 Carry. Every gun on this list will keep you alive during the hottest months of the year. The wrong gun is not a bad gun. It is a mismatch. Match the pistol to your wardrobe, your climate, and your daily routine, and any one of these will be the right call. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more no-nonsense firearms content. Drop a comment telling us what you carry in summer, and whether we got this ranking right or completely lost our minds. Stay safe, stay trained, and stay a responsible gun owner.